Hi, I'm Dave McKinnon. It's been a pleasure serving as the General Conference Chair for the 39th Electrical Installation Conference. I'm very thankful for our organizing team. They have done a fantastic job working together to make this a truly global event.
Every year, there are several people who do a tremendous amount of work behind the scenes. One of these is Nancy Frost with Frosty's Zap Lab, who served as treasurer for this year's conference. Nancy does so much for this conference, not only this year, but every year. She handles finances, interfaces with IEEE, and many other activities. I cannot thank her enough for all her support this year. She is a true inspiration.
Hi there, I'm Dr. Nancy Frost, and I was the treasurer for the Electrical Installation Conference this year. I hope you had a great time at the conference. I know I did. And we look forward to seeing you in person next year for the Electrical Installation Conference 2022. I hope you have a great day and take care. See you later. Bye.
Another person who does a lot for the conference as registration chair is Liz Tillotson with the University of Southampton. I've worked with Liz for 5 years on the organizing team, and every year Liz always does an excellent job organizing and handling the registration process and the CVent platform and ensuring the many details involving payment processing are completed. Thank you so much for all you do for the EIC, not only this year, but every year. Every year, the technical program chairs have a heavy burden of work, and this year proved no less. They did a fantastic job on the technical program. Alan Spravati with Cargill was the technical program chair. He worked tirelessly putting the technical program together and ensuring the high quality of papers for the conference.
Hello, electrical installation experts. My name is Alan Sbravati, and I want to start saying it was really a pleasure to serve as the technical chair for the Electrical Installation Conference 2021. This is our second year as a purely virtual conference, with all the challenges involved in such format. The conference would not be possible without the great support we received from you. Counting a total of 170 presented papers, I must highlight our global participation. About 41% of our papers, the approved papers, came from Asia, especially from China, which just by itself accounted for a third of the approved papers. The next big region in participation was Europe, with about 26% of the approved papers, followed by North America with 21% of papers. But we also had approved papers from South America, Middle East, South Africa, and even Australia. I want also to express my gratitude to the 112 reviewers. On average, each of them completed 11 reviews, but many did over 20. The quality of our conference was very much on their shoulders. The main innovation this year was the Q&A sessions. You can imagine there was no shortage of challenges to organize almost 40 sessions in 3 different times covering the global time zones. The session chairs were essentially invited based on their participation as a reviewer, and they truly deserve a special thanks. We are really glad. We hope you enjoyed the conference, and we'll be looking forward to meet all of you next year.
Anna Gaganova with National Electric Coil was the technical program vice chair. She also worked tirelessly with Alan putting the technical program together and ensuring the high quality of papers for the conference. thank you both for the fantastic job you did this year on the technical program. Mark Winkler with Atlantis was this year's publications chair. Mark did an impressive job putting the publications together and working with our publisher, Omnipress, to get all the papers and presentations uploaded to the website. We took the opportunity presented this year to further expand our conference to the eastern region of the world, so we created a new position, the Eastern Region Chair. As Eastern Region Chair, Masataki Kawada with Tokushima University did a wonderful job expanding the conference to the Eastern region, including offering sessions optimized for those time zones.
I'm Masatake Kawada, Eastern Region Chair of IEEE EIC 2021. It's a great pleasure that many people attended this virtual conference from all over the world. I deeply appreciate your contribution to this conference. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the next conference. Thank you.
Adam Bolowiger with Curtis Wright was this year's Student and International Chair. Adam did a great job getting students involved with the conference, having 4 sessions for the students alone, including 2 expert panel sessions. We had many challenges in creating a new expanded virtual format, including the area of sponsorship sales for the conference. As sales team chair, Kevin Allewine with Shermco Industries worked with our organizing team and sponsors to develop concepts of what sponsorships for an expanded virtual conference would look like. Kevin did a great job with this expansion as we were able to offer several new avenues of advertising for our sponsors. One of these new avenues was an expansion in our social media advertising. Jim Gow with TechImp served as our social media chair. Jim did a fabulous job posting information on our social media platforms and reaching out to new participants.
Hello everyone, my name is Jun Guo with the Underwriters Laboratory. It is my honor to serve as the social media chair for the EIC, and this is my second year to serving this role. It was quite lucky for me that both of the 2 conferences were virtual, but I'd like to say thank you to all of you for your support in this difficult time. Without your participation and support, the virtual conference could not happen. Hopefully things are getting better soon, and looking forward to seeing you all in the next EIC. Don't forget to join our LinkedIn page, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and help us to share the posts in social media. Thank you, and see you next year.
I also want to thank John Wilson with MDS for the great job for his role on the sales team. The backbone of this year's live virtual conference was the Zoom platform, which gave us the opportunity to bring our participants together so that everyone could talk to each other in a live format. This year, we added Thomas Andritz with the University of Southampton as Conference Zoom Operations Director. He did an amazing job working with this team to organize and develop the tools necessary to run the Zoom platform for the conference this year. Ina Krimza with Voith was this year's Short Courses Chair. Ina did a great job this year organizing the short courses and working to ensure the success of them. To help with the big task of organizing this conference, we added another new position as organizing team support. Elizabeth Foley did a great job aiding our team in many areas. Our conference vice chair this year was Joe Williams with Electrolock. Joe did a wonderful job not only helping organize the conference, but also playing a dual role as part of the sales team. Again, I want to thank everyone on the organizing team for the tremendous job you did this year organizing the conference. Thank you very much for all your work. Peer reviewers volunteer many hours reviewing and scrutinizing papers to ensure the technical details are correct. A direct result of their efforts are the high quality of papers that are presented at the conference. Our organizing team wants to thank all the peer reviewers for your efforts reviewing papers. Session chairs volunteer their time to manage each of the 39 Q&A breakout rooms we had in this year's conference. Session chairs do more than just manage the Q&A sessions. They reviewed each paper in their session so they could help promote discussion for each one. Our organizing team wants to thank all the session chairs for your efforts. Our team also wants to thank our sponsors for your support for this year's conference. We would like to thank our platinum sponsor this year, Von Roll. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you to our gold sponsors, Electrolock, Hypatronics, and Atlantis. Thank you to our silver sponsors, Delft University of Technology and TEPCO Power Grid.
Hello, friends and fellow dielectricians. My name is Paul Gaberson, and I am currently the president of the IEEE Dielectrics and Electrical Insulation Society. As we are reaching the conclusion of the 39th Electrical Insulation Conference, I want to take a few moments to extend my thanks and the thanks of the entire society to Dave McKinnon and his fantastic team for the excellent job they have done running the conference this year. Back when Dave first started putting his plan together, he was expecting to run a typical event where we would all be meeting together in person. Unfortunately, for the second year in a row, that was not to be. Fortunately, with experience from last year's successful virtual event, we have continued to learn and adapt to the many disadvantages and some advantages of running a conference in a totally virtual format. I think Dave's team has successfully taken the model used by last year's team and improved upon it. I greatly appreciate the participation of all organizing team members and attendees who have embraced the virtual format that we have been forced to use. Now for some good news. I think I can safely say that next year we will be meeting face-to-face again, this time in Knoxville, Tennessee, USA. I look forward to seeing many of my old friends and to making new friends the next time we meet. Our society is a community of engineers, scientists, and students who all share a passion for dielectrics, electrical insulation, and all other things that fall within the society's field of interest. It is an honor and a privilege to work with all of you to fulfill the IEEE mission, which is to foster technological innovation and excellence for the benefit of humanity. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you next year.
Hi, my name is Stefano Bomben, and I'm the Board of Governor Chair for the Electrical Installation Conference for 2021. I'd like to introduce the rest of the Board of Governors, Masateki Kawada, Liz Tillotson, Scott Cotner, Kevin Allewine, Nancy Frost, Mark Winkler, Alfreda Contin, Claude Houdon, Frank Hegler, and Stephen Tuckwell. And we would all like to personally thank you for attending this year's conference. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, without whose help this conference wouldn't be as successful as it is. So thank you very much for sponsoring. We want to express our heartfelt gratitude to Dave McKinnon and his amazing hardworking team that put this conference together. They were able to not only do the traditional plenary, poster, oral, and short course, but they were also able to incorporate student chat sessions where they could get to know each other, student interactive sessions with experts. We had a dissection workshop chaired by Nancy Frost, and we had an open discussion at the end where everyone could participate in an open discussion about the conference. This was all going on while in the background, the people who are looking after all the Zoom meetings were making sure that everything was running smoothly. So congratulations again on a well-done conference. I'm also excited to tell you that next year's conference in Knoxville, Tennessee will be co-located with the International Power Modulator High Voltage Conference starting in June 19th in Knoxville, Tennessee, and it'll be in person this time. We'll see you then.
Our organizing team wants to thank you all for your participation in the 2021 Electrical Installation Conference. It has been a pleasure working with you. Although the 2021 conference is coming to an end, we have a new beginning.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Diego Robalino, and I'm the General Conference Chair for the 40th IEEE Electrical Installation Conference. I want to invite all of you to participate in 2022 with our great conference, participating and working with our great dielectrics community. For 2022, we have a major event co-located with the International Power Modulator and High Voltage Conference. So come to Knoxville, Tennessee. We wait for you. We want you to engage again in the conversation, the discussion, the technical topics that we love, talking about dielectrics, electrical insulation in so many different materials and many different applications. We look forward to seeing you in Knoxville, Tennessee.